I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Compliments on my accomplishments are only possible due to your involvement, volume, level, and confidence. The consequences stimulating your consciousness, activating the cognitive structures. I think all you mother and opposites still play a vital role in my conquering. The combination of confrontation and pondering. Occupation is populating the conference with conversation, no astonishment, consuming the comments and then vomiting up the Vonnegut. Hey. Ominous as a monster is underneath your posturepedic, possibly in the closet. It's an necropolis, scary how I'm optimistically obstinate. Ain't no domino in my dominance when I'm dropping it. Janis Joplin droplets, it sound like the apocalypse mixed with Christopher Wallace's topics on top of obelisks. It's a kabbalist novelist inside of my esophagus. Rhyme is priming, is optimist and tastes like chocolate cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the K. This like winner, chocolate cake for dinner, birthday cake for breakfast, slice it like a ninja, pick up all the pieces, assemble like Avenger, authoring is August, wordplay is December, That mean my pen is in cinders and my deliverance shivers like Siberian area shippers. Slip on the slick as icicles, drip from the tip of my scriptures. If you a ship on the trip, don't hit on the tip of my glacier. Swim with the fish and flippers. I finish my pictures. This is what didn't get it, getting hitting the different differs. What did he do with it? Didn't she? Who are you mentioning? Lou would do a dual identity, dueling enemies. Do it to him, chewing through him without doing it dentally. Superhuman fluent without refueling engines with energy. This chemistry can it be? They googling endlessly. Even computers losing memory, bending mentally when they interface with the lyrical ability. Things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the K. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the K.
Fight on by the grill, I'm like I'm Joe. Always tryna fight on by the. Always tryna fight on by the grill, I'm like I'm George. I'm coming for that dough, soon as I walk, they making noise. I'm walking through my city, they like boom by 3-0. Knock them out in 60 seconds, like I'm using cheat codes. I just want that money, like I'm money made. I might pop my jack and uppercut, and he up on my way.
Welcome to the very mysterious theatrical venue that is Cambrian Hall. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Amir King Khan, 140 pounds, 5'8" tall, with a reach of 71 inches. And he'll be facing Amir King Khan, and it's the King. Amir Khan, one of the finest fighters Britain's ever produced. Olympic silver medalist in 2004, multi-time world champion, fighting out of Bolton, UK.
Look at this. These fights are so up for it. Look at that.
is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Bolton, England, here is the Olympic silver medalist, one of Britain's youngest ever professional world champion, a unified 140-pound champion of the world, introducing Amir King Khan.
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go.
Todd, I'm going to stay here till the end of the night because if you're a fight fan like me, this is what I live for.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? That jab misses. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges, judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Big hook to the body. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Caught him. Beautiful counter punch. The straight right just misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy.
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside, and winning round after round.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
He misses with that jab. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Nice counter. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement. Move left to right, what's forward, what's backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. He threw a punch and just got countered. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope the judges...
Let's get it started in round 3. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The perfect counter lands. You'd like to see more jabs. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Nice counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Quick punch scores. And he scores with the counter. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Crazy, bro.
Without a doubt, made look.
This look crazy.
Back at it in round 4. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good punch. And he just missed with that left jab. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
So much for being a good sport here. They're going to taunt. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter punch right up the middle. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's a...
On to the 5th we go. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. There's a counter shot. Catch and shoot.
All right, bro. I'm done trying to be nice about this shit. Yeah. Now I got the end.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. It's all offense all the time. The bravery being shown here is just incredible.
Oh my God, they just held me, man.
Fighter will say no mas. They exchange punches. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye.
This is the beginning of round 6. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Can't land that jab. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Counter punch caught him clean. Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. You, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent.
And there's the bell for round 7. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How about that time counter shot? Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Can't land the jab there. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Huge counterpunch. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
This is not how the story was supposed to go for Amir Khan. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Nice counter shot. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance without a doubt.
And there's the bell for round 8. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
Good counter punching. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Trying to land that jab. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Another scoring shot there. Has to be careful for that receipt. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go.
This one.
A pretty lopsided decision there. A unanimous one.
Unanimous.
This nigga spam, nigga. Excuse me.
Total change of
What you tell me? Fuck is you texting me for?
Every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion,
Text me
no
that shit,
mistake.
nigga. You
So
ass.
obvious.
Nigga, this shit 309. Yeah, nigga, don't ever text me some shit like that ever. More headshots than body shots, guys. No, sir. No, sir. Don't ever in your life. Ever in your life. What the fuck wrong with you? Dumbass.
Number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining. Here I came in, guns blazing. At Raven, you get weighed in. Been training, sick of waiting. Some failing, not plain sailing. Entertaining, check the ratings. Let me out, I don't wanna be caged in. Yeah, I'm ready, who's next up? Pay attention now, yeah, your best luck. I like to warm up like a few jabs, and then I hit hard like a left hook. My style's unique, not textbook. Step to me, you get yourself messed up. Win or lose, still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a room. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a room. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Who wants it? Ready for anybody, I got this. They say you can learn from your losses, but victory tastes sweet like chocolates. Top of the game, you can't top this. Permanent sauce, never lost it. You came in the game and you flopped it. I came in the game and I bossed it. That's why me and you are different. I'm ahead, you lot are in the distance. Stay persistent and consistent. I'm the king now, this is my kingdom. Ready for takeoff, watch how I lift them. Take shots, it's rare that I miss them. Boom. Win or lose, still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a room. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room.
Welcome to what many consider to be the new home for boxing. We are in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia at Kingdom Arena. And here he is in the flesh, Terrence Bud Crawford. And it's the king, Amir King Khan. He's Bolton's finest. Watch for those hands tonight. They are as fast as they come.
As soon as the bell goes, don't blink. That fight could be over.
And now we toss it up to the world-renowned ring announcer, Mr. Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner from Bolton, England, here is the Olympic silver medalist, one of Britain's youngest ever professional world champion, a unified 140-pound champion of the world, introducing Amir King Khan.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
This is the night. Everybody's looking forward to this night. The heat, the atmosphere, you could cut it with a knife.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. And that's the opening bell, round one. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. That jab had to hurt. Khan versus Crawford Part 2. Of course, Crawford with that TKO win in 2019 in New York City.
What a fight it was. It was bubbling to be an unbelievably interesting, intriguing fight. Crawford's still as fast. He's still as slick, still as powerful. Now Amir Khan knows this guy can put the pressure on. So I've either got to jump on him early and throw it all in for 5 rounds, or exactly the same thing's going to happen all over again.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
but which fighter will it be? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. It's all offense, all the time. A perfect counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Crawford in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the... And there's the bell for round 2. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
After so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything can break.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Amir Khan, in some real trouble! Down goes Amir Khan. And in this replay, you can see it. That body punch folded him like a lawn chair.
Even I've got to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want to fight?
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. He just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
The straight right just misses. This round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. On to the third. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. They exchange punches. The perfect counter lands. Punch caught him clean. This fight has a real good flow to it. Nice job to block that uppercut. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Shot. That uppercut just missed. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. The jab slightly off target. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Crawford in that last round. Well, there was no... There's the bell for round 4. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. Punch, counter punch. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. No rest for the weary. Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judge.
Back into the fray here in round 5. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Both men step back for just a moment. Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork or you're going to be a cooked goose.
Don't get trigger happy because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself down trying to get that shot and that's when they catch you.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. They get 1 minute between rounds. On to the 6th round. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. Got out of the way of that right hook. It's okay to take a knee.
Absolutely gassed out, didn't know what to do, and hurt on top of that. 6, 7, 8.
Not a lot of punch output, thought there would be, and he's going to take a knee.
What you see right there is a heartbroken fighter.
6, 7, 8.
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. And there's the bell for round 7. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. Looks like they're going to mix up their strategy a little bit here. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Did you see that? Oh boy, Amir Khan, dazed. You can only take so much, and this guy wants no more. Well, the corner has thrown in the tap.
What they say now. I like to welcome everybody out to the Samurai. Skies and binoculars, 2 nights live singing by the opera house, but not in it, just by it, someone alongside it, a long silence, a strong, vibrant, meditative song of guidance designed to raise eyelids sublime and save the assignments with warm regards and age kindness for today's climate. In the vein of gang violence meets the gang's demises, and it bangs, rises like wings on a plane, plus a pilot who can fly into the eye, hurricane, Irish stylish, same shoe in different sizes, with evidences of the mileage and the growth, top hats and coats, tuxedos and throats where the bow ties post, folks look past the lower class blower of the notes until unspoke jokes jokes as they approach what she'll never be inside. But she holds. Really need. Very beautifully, very rated. A little battle rise for you. Little battle ride. Really need. Very beautifully, a little rated. What's up? Little battle rise for you. So come on through. The unamplified, fantasized land of the soon-to-be fans of the samurai. Smile wide, got the panorama camera vibe. If you analyze, she's a one-woman gala, glamorized, just without the glamour or the gala ties. Man, I'm more alive with the jazz guys, eating piano pies at the Vanguard. She's an artist and staff. A couple dollars in the band job as a half a turkey Sam, organic and it's hand carved and ours. If you ask for a piece, freshly laughed for singing jazz in the streets, and the staff asked for police. Crashed at a friend's flat for a week. Felt his home as a raft on the beach. Lit a fag, took a drag, took a tea. Read a book, took a bath, went to sleep.
And we are fighting in Atlantis. How about this crazy venue? Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
Time for our tale of the tape. Smoking Joe Frazier. His 3 battles with Muhammad Ali, perhaps the most famous the sport has ever seen.
This is going to be an intense stare before the fight starts.
And with that, we turn it over to the world-renowned ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, the Olympic gold medalist from Beaufort, South Carolina, the Hall of Famer from the golden era of heavyweights, a heavyweight champion of the world, Smokin' Joe Frazier. Fighting out of the blue corner, the Olympic gold medalist from Beaufort, South Carolina, the Hall of Famer from the golden era of heavyweights, a heavyweight champion of the world, Smokin' Joe Frazier.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
All right, Todd, I'm going to stay here till the end of the night because if you're a fight fan like me, this is what I live for.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman. Oh, he took that jab well. Can't land the jab there. You wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a shot from that heavyweight. This fighter is a swarmer. They're like a mosquito that just won't leave you alone, except this mosquito can knock you out with one punch.
A swarmer, a good swarmer, will get inside you like a bee. Like a bee, just pickpocketing, stinging you wherever you leave yourself open. A swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
We wanted action, and they are giving us action. That counter punch caught him clean. And he scores with the counter. You'd like to see more jabs. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. come soon enough for this guy.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweet.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off a very tough round, let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
When you're fighting a swarmer and you know their goal is to bury their head right in your chest, the uppercut would probably come in handy.
Oh man, you've got a swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. We wanted action, and they are delivering. You would not want to be hit by this guy, trust me. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to... Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That hook was off target. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And that jab just missed with the left hand. Fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. They'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a lick at it because you've got to get some before you get in close.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you continue.
Is there any way back into this fight after the beating he has taken so far?
Unbelievable heart.
Here we go to the 4th round. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. A straight right just misses. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
Nobody home with that hook. Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights. There's a counter shot. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. When are we going to see a jab from these two? How about that time counter shot? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out.
Back into the fray here in round 5. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter shot. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Back and forth they go. Can't find a home with that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those popped areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Every second, every...
Let's start the 6th. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
Where did... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you okay?
So back into the fray again, but how...
They need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
No doubt.